never ever done? I've never done 2 Masterpiece reviews in a row. You lucky people. It's Masterpiece Grimlock. So I picked this guy up the other day from Toys R Us for an unreasonably reasonable $69.99, which is a steal of a deal for a high-end collectible of this monstrositude, but it was still a big enough expense I kind of had to talk myself into it. Because it is a lot, but it was down from 100, and if I don't get it now, I'll never see it again. It is my birthday, and it's something I've wanted for, oh my god, 5 years. Sold. Now this is the second Hasbro release of the old T-Rexecutioner, presumably to cash in on his newfound Hollywood cred, and it came in this extravagantly massive cardboard cuboid. I kind of love this. I'd say it was roughly as classy as the Takara ones, but while those ones are more luxury, this one's more design! Bold colours, huge fonts, unnecessary kanji, and like MP-03? Since when? Have we started again? You can't just... Guys! Meanwhile, in the universe where I talk about things that matter, this is it, boys and babes. I've got a Masterpiece Grimlock! So this guy's considerably girthy ass originally came after the initial flurry of towering Masterpiece monoliths, but before the much-needed reboot kicked in, from the stretch of time that I like to call the oh Christ what do we do period. But he totally kind of works with both sets. Like, he's impressive enough to stand alongside the older boys while he looms appropriately over the new breeds like a Dinobot Auto. Because he's Grimlock, and Grimlock's huge. This thing's totally bringing the ruckus with the unmistakable colours, the monstrous shape and the silhouette like a giant boulder of badass majesty. Majesty? Majesty. I guess we'll begin then with the bodacious, po-facious Grimnog, which in true MP style is pure perfection. Check it out, like a nebulous black and grey mass of super serious frowny face. You gotta be doing alright if you're managing to scowl without a mouth. Or some shiny eye visor in there. And if you can manage the stupidly stiff handle sticking out the back there like an action man, you can totally colour switch it up between brutality and neutrality. He's even packing a bonus kinging hat for doing kinging things and coordinating fabulously with the colossal solid gold nugget bod. Breastplate window there jammed with little gleamy gizmos for added bosom bling. I'm super stoked that they kept the back kibble. I mean, I'm sure they could have figured out a way to do the toy without it, but it's so iconic at this point that it's not even kibble anymore. It's just Grimlock's back. And I'm double super glad it's there because my G1 guy fell over a little while ago and snapped his off. But I don't think anyone will be too mad that the shin-mounted half-tails have been assimilated into these hefty but wonderfully streamlined moon boots with like mildly posable toes and seismically clicky knees, zazzed up marginally by these fun little lollipop windows and presided over by the pitch black thighs and the sexy red briefs. Arms are like planetoids, with these cosmic Tyranno shoulders and the ballsiest ball joints of all time. Cheeky bicep swivel, double elbows, and the legendary golden chromy steak knife bracelets. Unusually for a masterman, he's got mismatched hands. This one's rocking the standard grippety fingers, complete with old school ball jointed thumb and a little nook wart there to steady the gear up a bit. Well, this one's fused in a permanent fist. Not just because Grimlock's a premium puncher, but you can also fire up the LED in there to activate the fight piping. Yes, indeed, Grimbo's packing this epic blazing blade, which lights up pretty fierce, along with his killer twin cannon, which doesn't really. Still good. All things considered then, they've done an amazing job, lads. Amazing. Grimlock's Robo-Mobo is the most sublime representation of the Dino Boss that's ever gonna happen. It looks great, it plays awesome, it feels mighty, and it weighs a friggin' ton. He's the motherlode of mean. And also, he's a dinosaur. Transformation's really all it needs to be. It's only a tiny bit more complex than the original. It's just an opulently oversized nostalgia bomb, and it's refreshingly bish-bash-bosh for a masterpiece. The fist can be quite uncooperative coming out, so maybe keep a pen lid handy. Oh no. And yes, indeed, check out this big old lunk of a robo-dino. Have you ever seen anything more simultaneously badass and adorable? Badorable. It takes you back to the joyful naivete of a world where tyrannosaurs were upright, bottom-heavy bruisers before they were ruined by Jurassic Park and feathers and facts. Give me a big old lump like this any day. Because he's not Slimlock or Proper and Primlock. He's goddamn Grimlock, and he looks like this. So yes, indeed, the Dino mode's fully faithful to the orig. So he retains his twin stompy toes, the see-through robo-neck, the mountainously tall torso, chromy little tail and the golden pimp nappy. Arms are much longer and lither than before, and they're sporting a bonus digit even. Totally love the head with the toon-accurate long-ass snout, and the fierce shiny gnashes with a cheeky flamethrower in there. Dynamite even carries over the eye change thing with a cheeky cranium flip and just a wheel with some eyes on it. Posing's pretty great with the massive shoulder ball joints pulling double duty as the hips, but I don't know if he can hold that many poses because he's rather peculiarly weighted. A couple of unexpected flares. He's got the little Diaclone chair thing in there, which is already redundant by friggin' 1985. I'm seriously impressed they put that in, because there's no reason for it other than to please nerds like me. He's also got this weird ass wiggle head flail gimmick, which looks hilarious, but it doesn't seem to work that well. But like an action gimmick. That's pretty weird for an MP. But then everything about this guy's weird for an MP. Because we're used to the big old real world trucks and executive appeasingly realistic, officially licensed vehicle modes. So the fact they've now got to share a shelf with a giant goofy robot dinosaur just makes me so happy. So yeah, Masterpiece Grimlock just gives you that feeling like, this is it, man. This is the dream. Because it's unmistakably a high-end thing. Irresistibly huge, gorgeously detailed, and wonderfully executed. But it still knows that it's a toy, and it just luxuriates in its action figure-ness. But it still feels important, you know? Like now I've got this thing, my collection's a little bit closer to being what I need it to be. Because this is it, man. This is what it's all about. Hail to the king, baby.